Hello and welcome to Blender Basics. Today I'm going to teach you how to use the Boolean Modifier. Alright, you might recognize this thing from a previous video. I've done a little bit of editing to it. It's been remeshed and now we're going to bool it. So grab your Boolean Modifier, make sure it's on whichever object you want to cut out of. So if you want this to have a big hole drilled through it, put the modifier on this object. Now let's do that. Let's just drill a big hole through it. Why not? So, just, make us a little cylinder. Let's shrink her down a little bit. And, put your object you want to cut through your other object wherever you please. Now, grab your object that has the Boolean modifier on it, and you're going to select your thing. Now you'll notice that there's these three different options: float, exact, and manifold. Manifold is what you'll do if you want it to be perfectly fine for, say, 3D printing afterwards. So all of your faces will be normal and it'll just be a hole. Exact is very similar and typically will still give you a manifold result, but sometimes your geometry might be a little bit more different than what you would get with manifold. Typically, I'll just click through to see which one works. Alright, and then float. You'll notice that all three of these did the same thing. On sometimes more or less complex meshes, you'll get different results. Float is the one that I'll typically have the best results with. It'll float the object through no matter what. So even if you have like 4 objects that you join together, if you do float and cut through it, sometimes it'll still, cut through all those pieces. So when in doubt, just click through these 3 solvers, see what you can do. Once you apply it, you can see that it cut through the object. Now let's say I didn't want to cut through the object. Let's say I actually wanted to join these objects. Well, that's what the union button in Boolean will do. So, similar to the previous one, you can do float, exact, or manifold. Your geometry is going to be a little different for each one, but typically if I was going to combine these 2 objects, I probably would have changed the cylinder to have more subdivisions, more inside this box thing that we have here. However, let's go on to the next thing. Intersect. Intersect will cut only the thing out. So it'll cut out just a cylinder of whatever you wanted right in there. Sometimes it'll have different results depending on an object, so just make sure to play around with this modifier because it can be pretty finicky. But good luck and happy slicing. Hope this helps.